Hello there. Welcome here to Current Situation Media. Today we will be talking about some Liberian politics, diaspora, Liberian political spotlight. We will be joined here by some of our panelists who will be appearing late on the show. And as you all know, Joseph Boakai is the 26th president of the Republic of Liberia. He assumed office on the 22nd of January. And tonight we will be discussing his recent nominees that he added to his government. So join us tonight. Welcome here. Today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Tomorrow is Valentine. Tomorrow is Valentine. So what are you doing for Valentine? Tomorrow will be live on Ladies Night. It's a special Ladies Night tomorrow. So, but today we're just talking about Liberian politics. Yeah, we'll be joined here by some of our political pundits. So how you guys doing? It's a brand new week. It's V-Day week. Most of you guys are celebrating Valentine in a very special way. Very, very special way. But go ahead and share this live here. We have sent all the links to our panelists. They will be joining us here and share this link here. Share the live as we discuss diaspora Liberian political spotlight. Okay. So go ahead and share this here. So as we are with our panelists here, we will also go ahead and play some music as we are with our panelists. But tonight's discussion should be very informative here. So I encourage you to come and join the discussion as well, and share this live segment. Share this live segment. We will appreciate that, folks. Hope your week is going pretty good here. And like I said, today is all right. So, folks, let's go ahead and play some music here as we're with our pundits. And but like I said, go ahead and share this here as well. Just a second, folks. All right, so we're going to go ahead and play some music as we await our political pundits. Some will be on tonight, and as we discuss the president nominees, Joseph Walker nominees, he added to his government. And we wish the president best of luck and also encourage all Liberians to continue to support the leadership. You know, even if you disagree, if you're part of a different political party, but as Liberians, we need to be able to uplift each other, you know, and put away party politics. All right. But we'll also monitor this current leadership, the rescue team, and see how far they go. And we will also give our best suggestions, recommendations, and we'll be able to analyze things as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we will go ahead and play some music here And as we await our pundits, we would like for you to enjoy yourself here, listen to good Liberian music. Since we are discussing Liberian politics, so we'll play some nice Liberian music here. So go ahead and share this live segment. We appreciate it. Pastor Success has joined us. Thank you very much, Pastor Success. He always on time. Let me go ahead and put it on the big screen. Hello there, sir.
Hey, how are you, AJ?
All right, I am great, and you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
All right, how's your?
Someone trying to call from the group chat. Who doing that?
No, no, I think it was a mistake. Yeah, it was a mistake. I just sent out.
And each time they call like that, it drops your volume. You have to go and come back.
So am I loud? I'm kind of low.
You're low, very low. So I'm going to come back.
Okay, because I can hear you loud and clear. Hello?
Yeah,
Can you can you hear me now?
yeah, I do.
All right. So someone try to call the group here.
The Akuri.
Dave Cootie.
Yeah, I told you should stop. I
Oh,
think he said someone call him to that why he placed a call. But I think he understood what we're doing.
okay. All right. So yes, welcome here to the show here. I sent the link here to those other panelists, and I would like to say welcome back. It's been a while. We have not been on to discuss Diaspora Liberian political spotlight. So I'm glad that we're back here, and we'll continue as necessary. So how you been doing?
Well, I thank God I'm okay. I'm fine. Yeah, we bless God that we are alive to see our country, the way it is. And it's good that we come to discuss national issue. We hope that we all respect each other's view, and despite our different, diverse opinion about national concern, it is still incumbent upon us to respect each and everyone, view and the way they see things. That is very cardinal to the the existence of this show because we as panelists on this show we have to coexist so that the show itself can exist.
Okay, thank you very much. Here. So what's been new on your end?
Well, we just been following up, government still being, in a formative state in Liberia, the AFL women. We hearing in the corridor that the JFK is saying the nurses at JFK want to come out on Wednesday with another protest. We also hearing, I saw something on post today. I tried to find out where it coming from. Somebody said, congratulations, Labrador National Police, our peace is paramount. So I'm like, why are they congratulating National Police? What have they done that we have not heard in the press? So yeah, but there are a couple of things happening in the country. A lot is happening. You know,
Yes. Yes, it is.
A lot is happening. A lot is happening. And both of them, for me, I would say plain blank. People may not agree with me, or both of them are not good for our country. So these are things, national issues that we need to discuss. Like for example, you know, the president have done a couple of appointments and keep withdrawing people. Like he would today again, he withdrew the minister designate of justice, Councilor Cooper Cry. He withdrew him and sent him to labor ministry and appointed somebody else. But before Cooper Cry was appointed, he appointed one Massacre and then withdrew him, and then appointed Cooper Cry and then withdrew him. So I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
what is happening within the corridor of the executive. You know, as I speak to you, the two top first cities of our country, they are out of the country. The vice president travel, the president travel. The country is on autopilot right now. They left where he need Grace Space in charge, and the president said the Grace Space will run the country in consultation with the vice president. But you and the vice president are out of the country, so I don't know
yeah.
how it's going to be in consultation. So yeah, that's where our country is right now.
All right. And but the president and the vice president can be out of the country as long as stable and sitting leadership of government. Other entity can function. Other agency can function. Because the president and the vice president can also travel for diplomatic reasons, and that doesn't mean that one have to leave back. But we can dive more into that. Let's dive into the new uh, uh, nominees or the appointees, and then from there we can pretty much weigh in on the current state of the country. So, as we all know, Mr. Boaka and His Excellency Joseph Boaka is currently the 26th president of the Republic of Liberia. He assumed office on January 22nd, 2024. So he has not been in office for a month yet, and there's a whole lot of things going on. And yes, so we will dive into not everything, but some major appointments here. So let's start with the appointments from President Bouaka. The president of Liberia, the president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Bouaka, he has made some nomination and additional officials he added to his government, affecting the Liberia National Police, the Ministry of Posts, the Telecommunication, Ministry of Mines and Energy, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Transport, Ministry of Justice, and Ministry of Labor, the Liberia Business Registry, the Liberia Revenue Authority, and Liberia Civil Aviation Authority, the National Security Agency, and Civil Service Agency, the National Oil Company of Liberia, and the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. All these ministries and agencies, they are very, very key and important here. So going down the list here, we have Mr. William K. Moba, Deputy Inspector General for Administration, Liberia National Police. Your thought?
So I think that's for administration for operation. They
This one?
have they, they have two appointments that affected the Liberia National Police today.
Yes.
Which one are you referring to?
I'm referring to the Inspector General for Administration for the Liberia National Police.
Okay. I don't really know much about the 101.
Yeah.
I don't know much about him. I can't comment on him that much. I mean, I don't like to man people carry it or even try to buy more people when I don't have no evidence on them. When I have evidence on you and know the kind of person you are, then we can discuss you. So I don't want to discuss 101. I don't know much about him. 100, which is Gregory Coleman. And I think that guy is a very intelligent police, officer. I was in Liberia working within the government. During his term at the Liberia National Police, he was very professional. And I think during his term, the police was professional. And I would say to you for sure, Gregor Coleman had the police being professional at the time. And I thought in my mind, you know, the police, the army, the immigration fight, these are security entities. We shouldn't politicize them. If I'm a politician and a political party, maybe put me out there and I won the election, and I know that maybe that is why it's not good for security officers to associate with political party, because you serve at a bigger national interest. I'm saying that to say that I think Greco Como should have been retained by George Weah. Because I must admit to you on the show. I mean,
I've been retained by George Weah, or
yes, because he was a police director. Greco Como was a police director during Manasari Brigade.
right.
He was police director when George Weah won the election. So I thought in my mind, with his professionalism, George Weah could retain him. But I mean, I can assure you, Patrick Sulu is one of the worst police director our country ever had. On a George Weah Brigade. He sat down on his watchful eye, a lot of crazy things happening that he could handle. Number one is the issue that took place at the University of Liberia campus, where he named Moses Akaras Gray. Moses Akaras Gray and the university students started having that debate on the social media for almost a week plus. I'm going to the university campus on Monday. And then your office just a stone throw away from the University of Liberia campus. And you sat down there and that chaos took place. People have died in the process. If you are seized at university campus, nobody entered student with the Akara, nobody entered that campus but the otherwise order. But instead, you allowed the chaos to happen. That was not a good job you did as a police director. And I was one of the person that condemned that long ago. But when it comes to the 101 that you just mentioned, I don't know him much. The person I want to spend a little time on is the 102.
Okay. It's
The 104.
are you talking about Nelson Freeman, the Deputy Inspector General?
Yeah, for operation.
Okay.
It's the 102. You know, I've been a person from the onset. While it's true, I'm a sedition, and I support the leadership of President George Weah. But I'm one person, and then I always say sometimes I don't come in the public to talk this thing, but at a certain point, I speak out. When George Weah appointed this Nigerian woman Doki or working on Doki as election commissioner, I frowned at it because I felt that he should not. When Liberians will heal evildoers because they are fanatics of those evildoers, but when it happens to other people and they want to speak against it, it's wrong. In 2011, Freeman is on record for shooting armless civilian at the Unity Party, the CDC headquarters, that led to the death of an individual. Without that documentation on Freeman, that is a man today you bring in to serve as 102. All right. Besides that,
So, but was that shooting justifiable?
there's no justification in the world for shooting armless civilians. Nowhere in the world is justifiable. So
Because
they can go to protest again. The
some
thing is, there was
shootings are justified. You can justify. I said some shootings are legal and justified.
when
So
I say armless, there's no justification for shooting armless. I keep being laying emphasis on the word harmless civilian. Harmless civilian. So what justification would you give? Ask you for shooting an harmless civilian. The man is harmless. He's harmless. So why are you shooting him? He can protest for whatever he wants. That's his constitutional right. At that point, CDC were protesting because they felt disenchanted about the election result in 2011. They said they felt cheated, so people got on the street. All you could do as a police officer is protect the street and make sure that people don't do what they're not supposed to do. But to shoot at people that led to the death of people, there's no justification in that. If the people become armed, or they become the post threat of harm, they say, yeah, you have a reason of maybe shooting at them. But unlike that, there's no justification for that. But however, it left with the Senate because the Senate power, they don't. Anyway, our House of Parliament is one of the major problems of our Liberal leadership. They can just take anything just really we accept it.
Right.
You know, because if they will not accept anything, they should not have confirmed it. That, I mean, I call it the defense minister. Yet, a couple of days ago, they shouldn't have done that. When they saw agitation from the AFL wives, I said, no, we don't want the men to preside over our husband. Besides that, you have 30 senators. Out of the 30 senators, come on, man, you have 12 voting. Out of 30, 12 vote, and the rest are still for the process and say, no, we should not confirm the man yet because there's an agitation outside there, and you ignore that. So the Senate part, they can confirm anything. So it will be a shock to me if they confirm him.
But the Senate confirmed based on majority vote, and also the Senate confirmed based on that person record, the poll, that person resume, and evaluate it and see what he or she has done. So before they carry on that confirmation, sometimes they confirm based on party affiliation, which is I think it's the wrong thing to do, to confirm based on party affiliation, because most of those senators they are still affiliated with political parties in Liberia. But confirmation should be based on the person record. You should put aside party affiliation to confirm someone based on that work, that experience, that background. But that Liberia, and even over here in the United States, people senators do confirmation based on they are affiliated with this party and their person is part of this party.
Yeah, that's it, my man. That's why it is. But again, I think moral is. I don't see the senators holding people for moral when they go for confirmation. There are times you should question people. Say, hey, look, it is true. You qualify. You have the requisite of credential. You meet the requirement, but for some moral reason, for some national security concern, we cannot confirm you. Since I got to know the Liberian Senate, the only person I can remotely deny confirmation was where his name, uh, 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 uh one the Zudizu. That's it. He's commonly called with some patriot something. Therefore, it's last name is Zud. We normally call him Zudizu.
Right.
He said the U.S. Yeah, he said the U.S. Army to the rank of, I think, sergeant. He was appointed by President Weah as Deputy Defense Minister for Operation, and only because the man doing the protest, was it the June 7th protest doing President Weah tried to guys help, and he made a statement that the protest people out there, you guys are threatening the peace of our country. We are supposed to build our property in Liberia. If anybody touch my property, I will come after you. That statement, and unfortunately for him, the people who were in charge to confirm it were all opposition, senators.
So if someone said they will come after you, Pastor Success, that can also be taken in a different way, based on the context. So if I say I'll come after you, it means that you don't have no substantial evidence to say you are coming after you physically. I'm gonna come after you through debate. I'm gonna come after you verbally in a different way. So I'm gonna come after you. That you can use that statement as a direct threat.
No, but the funny thing that happened.
Yeah.
One of the senators that was on the committee to confront Zudizo for using a statement, "I will come after you," was a senator. He is a senator who said that if we get on the street and the security embarrass us, we will attack the president convoy. And if anybody make an attempt to attack us, they don't know where guns will come from, and will repair. A sitting senator, Aros Dillon, was the one who asking or authoritating a person who said, "When you burn my property, I will come after you." So that's the kind of country we have, bro.
Okay. And thank you for your input on that here. So let's move down the list here. Let's look at Mr. Simeon Frank, the Deputy Inspector of General for Crime Services, Liberia National Police as well. What do you got on him?
No, I think for me, for me, it shouldn't be in our purview to dictate and critique who the president appoints. I think what we should be concerned about is if the president appoints people who quote unquote have some level of clout in terms of integrity, in terms of you know, some level of security may be concerned and what have you, then we can say, okay, this person at certain point did this, did that, then we can discuss that. But people that I said, I don't know, I don't want to be that whole list that two person I got issue with.
Who
Two
are those
person.
on
You
this?
will see one Ronald Mira
All right, hang on
for
a second.
FDA, Forestry Development Authority.
Oh, okay. You mean not Patience Rendell, right?
Yeah, Ronald Murad, Merad. That's the
Oh,
last name.
the last name is I'm not finding his name on this list. You say from Ministry of
No,
Forest.
no, it's forestry, the Broad Forestry or Development Authority,
Yeah,
FDA.
FDA. All right. I'm not seeing. Which number is it on this list?
I don't know. I don't. It's my phone. No, I'm not on my tablet. I could use my phone to look at the list. I think I'll have to put my tablet on and use the tablet to look at the list. But basically, that's why it is. Those kind of people they deployed, they depleted our national forest. I mean, how logging company in Liberia that violated the FDA, our forestry standard. These are the kind of people you send it back to manage the FDA. I don't know who is ill advising women progress at point. When you say you want to fight corruption and ills in society, you don't bring people who created the ills to fight the ills.
So has he been confirmed by the Senate?
I don't think so, but like I said again, it's possible that Senate can confirm it.
So these confirmations, yeah, are they done on a weekly basis or when the Senate is in section? Are these
So,
confirmations
so
done
what the Senate does when you are confirmed, I mean, when you are appointed, the office of the president communicates with the Senate with names of people that are nominated. And then the Senate set up a schedule and do they communicate with this? I don't know if they communicate with them directly or through the president office, but they send them communication,
right?
with the schedule of when they should appear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So sometimes in a daytime, you will see maybe they will confirm about 2, 3 ministers, maybe 1 or 2, 3 deputies, and so on and so on.
How many people have been confirmed on this list so far?
And the list you called there today, I think it's a new list.
Yeah,
I don't
it's a
see
new
anybody
list.
on that. Yeah, I don't see anybody on that list have been confirmed. It's a new list. Our list came out today.
Yes. Yeah, this
You
list
see, you don't see Rudolph Murad.
on this list. No,
Yeah,
I'm not.
one Rudolph.
Okay, let's go down the list here. Can we?
Yeah, let's call the list gradually. Let's go there. Let's see.
Okay, so we just discussed Nelson Freeman. Down number 3, we have Simeon Frank, Deputy Inspector General for Crime Services, Liberian National Police. We got Ms. Sedetu L.M. Rees, Deputy Inspector General for Training and Manpower Development, Liberian National Police. And we also have Oswald Toy, Minister of Justice. We got Mr. Wilbert Payne, so Ministry of Mines and Energy.
Yeah,
And
we won't pay.
yeah, we also have Mr. Augustine S. Kaba or Kaba Kebe, Deputy Minister for Posts, Ministry of Posts and Telecommunication.
Yeah.
We also have Ms. Charlene Taylor, Assistant Minister for Afro-Asian Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And we have Mr. Rudolph B. Nate, Deputy Minister of Roads and Rails, Ministry of Transport. They'll have Ms. Patience B. Rendell, uh, Liberian Business Registry. We also have Mr. Sewa Tony Cooper, Assistant Commission Business Unit, Liberia Revenue Authority. Then we got Mr. Julius Dennis, Director General, Liberia Civil Aviation Authority. Are you related to Julius Dennis?
Let me go, remember. I don't no, I don't know it.
You sure?
No.
I just ask you because you worked in government, you know most of these individuals, and you are very, very knowledgeable on government. So I just want to know if you related to Julius. All right. So we got Mr. Patrick Doe, Deputy Director for Administration, National Security Agency, the NSA. Then we got Darlington A.P. Smith, Deputy Director General for Human Resource Management, Civil Service Agency. Then we get Mr. M. Barker Jalaba, Vice President for Administration.
Baka Jaliba.
Yeah, Barker Jalaba.
I think it's a journalist though.
He's a Vice President for Administration, National Oil Company of Liberia. Then we also
Okay.
have number 16, we got Mr. Al Hassan Fadiga, Deputy Director for Operations.
That it was just being even discussed today. That's a mistake. It's
Yeah.
not Hassan Fatika. It's Hassan Fatika.
Oh.
They are twins.
Oh.
Hassan Fatika is the twin brother to Hassan Fatika. Hassan Fatika who got the journal Hassan Fatika. So I think he mentioned they were far later.
Okay. But also here, I'm not seeing I'm not seeing this guy name because I saw a post on the Vanity page congratulating Curtis, but I'm not seeing Curtis' name on this list.
Curtis' name was on the first list long ago. There's just today late. There are a couple of lists that have been coming on. I think there's the fourth or the fifth list of nomination.
So is he doing a lot of changes, or he just coming over more list, more names?
There are a lot of government got 7,000 jobs, including civil servants, and that was 7 or 70,000 civil servant that are government appointee, presidential appointee. The presidential appointee, the ministers alone, you got I think 22 cabinet ministers, 22 principal deputy, 22 for operation, and then you got different assistant ministers and all this. So there are a lot of ministers to be government position to be appointed in.
Also has our fellow resident from here, a community person, has he been confirmed, Curtis?
I need to reach out to Cody Ice King, but I know that he was appointed as a deputy minister for research and statistics and the minister of gender and women and children protection.
But you are not certain if he has been confirmed.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I didn't know. I think that a confirmation he's waiting for before he come back to Liberia. I mean, to the US.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's move on here. Unless you want to talk about that one.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's move on the armed forces of Liberia wise protesting. Well, so one will wonder why these ladies are they group themselves and they are pretty much concerned. They hit the streets of Monrovia and they are protesting about the living condition. Because usually the army in every country should be catered to by the government, especially your family. The army is the one that pretty much defend the country. They are well disciplined. You send them for during wartime. You send them in other countries. So the army should be, armies and teachers. I believe that those people, army teachers, nurses, first responders. First responders should always be given the first priority, because they are always there in time of disaster, in time of emergency. So why these ladies are hitting the street to protest?
So the first thing I would say is that under the UCMJ, the Uniform Code of Military Justice, a soldier who goes against a constitutional institution or a government, who defy orders, right, and go contrary is being charged for what we call mutiny, right?
Yes.
And when you are charged for mutiny, you can be court-martialed, and if found guilty, you can serve sentence. All right, you can serve sentence.
Right.
So the woman being the direct victim of the quote unquote alleged allegation rather against the then chief of staff decided to come out to be the voice of their husband, send their husband, like an eagle and a turtle marry, right? And they get into a running, the flying race, maybe running race or flying race, wherever. The eagle can fly, right? But the turtle cannot fly. So in many cases, when it comes to flying, the eagle want to represent, the husband who is the turtle, because the eagle has the ability to fly.
Right.
So exactly like what the woman did. The woman said, look, if we don't take this thing the way it ought to be, we'll be a victim. So let me say this to you. What superiors do in the army is that when you are army personnel and you feel in much better in Liberia, maybe specific. When you feel disenchanted of ill treatment melted against the armed forces and you want to tell they threatening you of you being court-martial, if you do this, you'll be charged as a mutiny. If you do this, you turn to be penalized by this action, and so on. So soldiers, in many cases, that's why in the army they'll say discipline, discipline, and discipline. They say duty before command. So I can be vexed no matter how angry I am. I feel disenchanted. I feel hurt or something happening to me. My commander can look at my face and say, look, hey, soldier, move down there. And I'm not obligated to move because the ethic requires that discipline, and duty before complaint. So the woman took to the street. Now, some of these things, when you ask people within, then you get more details as per what you see happening on the surface. In 2018, the young man on a question today was one of the bring beyond the seen AFL woman that people having issue with today, protesting on the street for the well-being of their husband who were in Mali at the time, that the money allocated for them, Rani Samuka mismanaged the money. And one of the figures who were there, I think people alleged that it was Prince Johnson, who now is, they are protesting against today. All right. That led to Prince Johnson go, not Prince Johnson, but Rani Samuka going to court. He was found guilty. It was one of the reasons why when Brandon Samuka won the election in Lofa County, he was denied taking seat as a senator, and so on. Right? Now, the ladies are saying this man had been ill-treating a soldier. One of the reasons the stress seriously is that when the bad, living condition, no good facility, he will send soldiers to Mali, get them half of their income that is supposed to take along with them. On promising them when they come back, they will get the balance money. When they come, they don't get it. And he sends soldier, recycle certain group of soldiers when other soldiers are not even go on any peace mission. Come back, you send me. I come after 4-5 months, you send me back. But my friends here, they are also qualified and they are not going there because you don't have interest in them. That means selective. That's one of the issue of soldier wives that went to the president and that are the Senate. But let me throw in my own issue. In a way, form a manner. The then general, Prince C. Johnson, was removed from out of office. I'm happy and I welcome it. Our security will be professional. And Prince Johnson should know better. Prince Johnson is one of the person that the government of Liberia spent thousands of dollars on to train and equip. Prince Johnson General Zianga, who was then defense minister or Georgia regime, and a couple of other people benefited from the resources, the taxpayer money of our country, so that they can be well professional and act in accordance to the uniform that they wear. During the electoral period, the owner of Freedom FM, Sam Sion, made a statement about the way Prince Johnson and other security personnel were conducting themselves during the campaign. Do you know what Prince Johnson did? Prince Johnson ordered his men, the soldiers, secretly arrested that guy, took him to the military barrack, coughing, undressed the men and made him to do fraud job. The men honor interrogation by the AFL. When somebody, the president, then President Weah, that how he called the barrack and said, if I don't release that man right now, my action will be very crazy. That how they release Zion. All right? You can't be a soldier and you do such thing. So whatever he went through, he out of that position today. For me, I support the idea. You have to be professional when you serve in the public.
So you support the idea of the protest?
Yes. If there's the only way to remove it, I support it. I will be honest with you. You know, why it is true that I will not support people dictating to the president who to appoint, who not to appoint. I will not support that. But if people who are in our society are about to excel to state power or to state office, and there's a way that we can ensure that they don't get there, we have to do it.
So is that what led to the resignation of the defense minister?
Yeah, the protest.
Yeah.
The minister, there will be no armed forces there until that man is withdrawn or he resigned. And there were no armed forces there. And let us say, when they started, let me give you a whole thing. When they started that morning, they started in from the barrack, they blocked the road. A lot of people missed their flight and so on. So the next day, they took it to the president's house. And in the president's own speech, he said he met with the AFL wives.
Go to the executive mansion.
To his house. He met with them to his house.
Right.
They met with him. According to his own speech, he said they met with him. They talked. And he told them that we'll look into your grievances, but on ground that you guys want to recall or remove the defense minister, we are not prepared to discuss that. That was a disrespect to the ladies. All right. So the ladies took it to the Senate and said, look, this man appointed you, we don't want you to confirm it because these are the reasons, these are the reasons, these are the reasons. Now let's agree that the Senate said the man is qualified, want to confirm it, what have you. Play the devil advocates. Pause the main nomination, pause a confirmation, set up a committee, probe into that issue, resolve it, talk to the ladies that, XYZ went forward, this will happen, that will happen. When the ladies now are a little bit happy, then you can go on with your confirmation. But the ladies are on the street crying, don't do it, and you're doing it in their eyes, right in their presence. So when that happens, ladies choose to, instead of just having the protest in Monrovia, the nation, the decent on the protest. They were protesting. Oh, yes.
Go ahead. But,
they were protesting Swedru, of the AFL in Swedru. They were protesting all in Mosorado. They were protesting in Bone County. And you need the rest.
But Armed Forces Day is well celebrated in Liberia, national, holiday. It's a tradition. I think they were supposed to wait after, the Armed Forces Day.
No, they couldn't wait. You know why they couldn't wait? You play the tackle space. You know how to play space?
A little bit. Because
okay.
Go ahead.
In the spare game, they got superior cards, right?
Yeah.
Those cards calling the trump card. When you use your trump card, you miss an opportunity. So the most senior trump card is called number 1. The next is called number 2. The tail is called space, and so going down. So when somebody put number 2, the only card that can eat that card is the number 1. So that you not get the number 1, you don't put your number 1 down first, because when you put your number 1 down, you made it number 2 to become superior to the king. So what the lady did, they saw the armed forces there as their trump card. Now, if we allow the armed forces there to pass, we may not gain attention. Now, the mistake the people made was to calm down the ladies for the celebration of the armed forces there to go on. How could they do that? Pause the nomination. Tell the ladies, okay, I will look into your issue. I will tell the Senate to confirm the man. We will hold on everything that surrounds the defense ministry until after the armed forces, all you will come back here. We'll always sit down and solve where calm down anger. So you look in the women face and tell them, say, I'm not prepared to withdraw the men. You told the woman, I'm not quoting anybody, I'm quoting the president himself. That's what he said. He is nation's breath. He said he told the hands, we are not prepared to discuss that. It's withdrawal. So the ladies said, okay, but then we're going back on the street. How they went back on the street?
Well, I mean,
so the government, quote unquote, the president caused armed forces day not to be held.
Wow. So, I mean, I know it's our constitutional right to protest peacefully, but they should have waited at least after Armed Forces Day.
Yeah, that's your take. I agree with you. That's your take.
Yeah, because Armed Forces Day was pretty much canceled because of this. And you don't think this will have an effect on the person that, those that started it, or for the reason that this day, was not celebrated? Because the army and the folks, they were gearing up for this day.
Oh, man. That protest started about 5 days ahead of the Armed Forces Day.
Yeah.
5 days. If the government in the Armed Forces Day was so important, they have days to calm down that protest to ensure that the Armed Forces Day is held. Think about the Armed Forces Day. The protest alone, do you know how many citizens is inconvenienced? Do you know how many people, do you know how many thousands of Liberians have missed their flight? Do you know how many people are coming and going out of the country that was embarrassed, that couldn't catch their flight or their return flight or so on because of that protest?
They blocked the Ravels International Airport.
Oh, no. So that's why I think the government attention to do something quickly to very smoothly. Look, the women had that same protest I just told you during January or 10 when you took over. Right around the same time. By the time it happened, President Weah did not send anybody. He drove to the women. The protesting, he drove them. So what happened? They explained to them. He walked with them in the barrack. He sat with them. They talked. And he instituted a committee to look into it. He put a quick impact solution in place. The women, they went back to their normal area. So you handle situation. But you can't look at the women and say, I will now withdraw the men.
So who led this protest? Who was the chief organizer? Do you know?
But they said every woman, we don't know the architect behind it.
Yeah.
We don't know the architect here until investigation is conducted, because he's, according to the president, he set up a committee. I think 2 committees, one to investigate the claims and the concern of the ladies. Number 2, he set up another committee to probe into soldiers who were pardoned or people who were pardoned by the President George Weah, in town part of maybe like somebody commit an offense against the country. Honor our law. The president has a right to give executive clemency to these people to free them out of prison or take the charge over them, from over their head. He did it for Brandon Samukai. He did it for the 13 Nigerians that were in jail. He did it for a couple of people. The current president is saying they should go back and revisit that, though pardon that they gave those people to reinvestigate it. If possible, place those charges back on these people if the pardon the president did was not prudent. Who is advising the current president? I don't know.
So what do you think? What do you make of the president has not been in office for 30 days yet, and you have all these troubles, excuse me, all the troubles coming his way from the protests to the resignation of Major General Johnson and all these other things are coming in his leadership, and he's keep changing nominees. So
Because
give me an
because
give me an
because they, yeah, go
first.
ahead. And sorry.
Yeah, you gave me an assessment of what do you see, foreseeing for the first 90 days here. Do you think that he will be able to handle this, or you think it's just going to get worse?
I think at certain point the woman may likely resign
You think
as a
so?
president of the country. I'm telling you, mark my word today. He may likely resign on ground that maybe health wise he's not fit to run the country. He may likely resign. You know why? In the next 3 or 4 days from now, you might likely see people on the street again for protests. And the protest will come from two reasons. One, the nurses at JFK are planning a protest. It's just a leaked information that came out today. They are discussing it. The Liberians are also saying the man he appointed as Internal Affairs Minister, Francis Newman,
Yes.
should not be an Internal Affairs Minister. This man was on national scene when you were being recorded in Lofa County, telling the Liberian people that you forgot, I'm an old rebel general. I fought the war. And the same killing I used to do, I can still do it. There was an immigration commander who was in Lofa called, what's the name again? He called that day. I just forget the name. That if he sees the man anywhere, you will attack him.
Pastor Sosa, I don't think these appointees or the appointments or these nominees should spark a protest because
They will.
have to be confirmed by the Senate. If the
No.
Senate confirmed them, the Senate did our work to confirm them, right? I mean, so are you telling me now if 10 names surface and the folks, they pretty much have a record or sound bites of this individual making some threats or doing some stuff, and the individual is still confirmed by the Senate. Are they going to continue the protest? Are you telling me that JNB or government is starting a whole lot of protests now? Why
Brother,
leave this with a
brother,
Senate? That's what
brother.
to confirm these people.
Yeah, but let me say this for you. The reason Omer Bwaka was elected is to do better than George Weah. Quote unquote. That's the simplest way I can say it.
No, I agree with you, especially the theme rescue.
So if you came to rescue a country, it means you want to get rid of ill in society, or you want to minimize ills in society. Now, one of the issues they have with George Weah, they said George Weah he released the ex so old rebel that were in jail. He took them from jail and put them behind him. They said Jefferson Cody has son and so on. Here is a man who confessed on the national scene during campaign time that even led to the death of that guy in Lofa who the mob. All right? It was that man again that did that brutal killing. That's a man you bring yourself as Internal Affairs Minister over our country. The men that should be interacting with our traditional people, our elder, our chiefs. So, I mean, what are you saying? So the citizens are saying, no, if you say you come in for transparency, accountability, integrity, then the man does not represent the people you came with. So we don't want him. Right? But again, like you said, he left with the Liberian people to do what they want. He left with the Senate to say, hey, at a certain point in time, we heard you saying this. Come and defend yourself on this. Because the thing is that this is why they did the Zolizo. Zolizo, yes, you said this. So at a certain point, you said it. And because of this, we don't think we can confirm you. And they never confirmed Zolizo, they rejected him.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the individual is not confirmed by the Senate, that person is not going to occupy that position. But as long as that person is confirmed by the Senate, the citizen of Liberia should understand that okay, the person went through confirmation. Maybe you might not like it. Not everybody gonna agree to it, but you got to move on. Just like over here,
No
justices
man,
are confirmed.
I can't have a record of you, AJ, 1 or 2 times, maybe breaking through people's windows. Excuse me for the illustration, stealing people property, and then the next day the president appoint you as director of police, and he said because the Senate confirming, then the Senate should go city, the Senate should go to bear on that. We're not going
So,
to bear on it.
so what will the protest do now? The person will withdraw the the nomination, or they will withdraw that.
The reason a child will cry, the child that is voiceless will cry is to signal to the mother that I'm hungry or something about me is not fine. The mother now have to take that child to figure out what happening to the child, why the child is crying. The mother can hold a child in your hand and know where the child is sick or not. The mother can just look at the child and say, my child not feeling well. That's the role of the leader. When people are agitating and say, hey, no, this, there's a reason. Look at it and say, hey, what happening? Into it and find a remedy to it. Do you know that President Baka appointed someone to the rebel fleet, where it's a monorail organization where that I think deal with aviation, institutions, airline, and so on. Ghana, not Ghana, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ivory Coast. He appointed one Johnson. You know the man went there in disgrace, Liberia. They wrote communication from there, telling the president of the Liberian government that the mayor said we reject him because he has a criminal record. He has a stain on him. The man was rejected. So why will you not do your own investigation before you appoint people so that they can bring a slap into your face?
Well, I believe that Boaka didn't do a lot of research on these guys. Especially he's been, spoon fed by most of his close surrogates, and most of those guys. Then you either making decision for him, or telling him say, or recommending folks appoint this. Even though the Liberian people will not accept it, or they will protest, but appoint this individual, the individual been there for you, the individual help protest for you, and I mean it happened in the we have government too as well. But let me ask you another question here, because we have some of our brothers in the diaspora already, advocating, supporting, campaigning for JNB. Let's take for example our man Vanisaki and George Lobo. All these guys in one campaign. So I'm not seeing these guys on the list, not on the first list, on the second list. What's going on?
I don't know. I can't speak to that to say I know, but what I do know is that the woman does not, sorry to say, but I don't think he controls the appointment going on.
Yeah.
I don't think he controls it.
Or maybe more lists are coming up.
No, as for lists are still coming up. But from the way I see things, they appoint and nominate and withdraw, and a lot of conversation, argument all over the place. I don't think he has a complete jurisdiction over the nomination or the appointment.
No, I think you have some kind of power or some kind of authority over the appointment, because at his leadership, he have to, maybe names were sent out to him. He have to review them. He have to see, and pretty much, he when during the campaign, he also saw these people, really campaigning for him, because it.
So then, why were you like 2 different times that you have withdrawn just a minister? If you really have control and jurisdiction over your nomination. I know before the president signs the document, or before the press secretary even affects a signature for it to come out to go into the public, the president has a right. He said, look, the constitution say these guys work at the will and pleasure of the president. That means I can recommend to the president appoint AJ. The president has a right to do a background investigation on me to know what I'm going to represent. By the time that name is appointed, it's no longer the person I recommend that person to the president. It now becomes you become the direct patron and the representative of the president. So the president should be the one to ensure that these people who are nominated or who are recommended to him are people of good character, have the requisite qualification, are able to do the job, and so on. So you appoint trusted minister, one massacre, I'll never forget the first name, but his last name is Massacre. In less than 24 hours, you withdraw him, appointed Kupokra. And after a couple of days or weeks, you withdraw Kupokra today. You got someone else, the one who wants to or whatever. So what is it?
Things just getting better or worse, and that's some of the
even before you were appointed, certain people who were in the storm with you, people have to stage a protest. Do you know there's not the first protest? The ever women put it not the first protest
since the president took over.
Yeah. There was a protest. There was a protest that was masterminded by the party chairman, Reverend Luther Tappe. The party marched to the president's house.
And what was the essence of the other protest?
In a very huge number, it said, "Look, Mr. President, all your appointees have been dominant people from the diaspora. We not say they should not work, but there were people who died and suffer, who know who understand the plight of your presidency and the Liberian people. So we prefer you at least giving some of them some key areas that have some of these guys in start servicing." All right. So there's not the first protest. So they should not see the AFL women protest be the first protest. There's the second protest women Bagato over.
So the AFL women protest, has they abolished the protest now, or is
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so because I didn't see anything like that today, like a protest. I didn't see reporter carry anything live about people having protest anywhere. No. So I think if it's not abolished, but I think they want to reset something like that. That's the best I can say.
Or maybe they're just taking a little pause.
Yeah.
To see. But well, I mean, based on these nominees, I think there will be a lot of protests staged, upcoming protests. We will see. We'll monitor. You mentioned, Sonny, the CDC reporter. Which CDC reporter? Which network he works for? Do you follow them?
CDC reporter.
Yeah, he said CDC reporter. Which network is he's working for? Is he working for Spoon? Or which network do you usually follow to get your news a lot? But you said CDC reporter.
No, I never said CDC reporter, bro. You didn't get me. I was referring to Saint Sion, who was my handle by the then chief of staff, who was confirmed defense minister and then later resigned.
But you just said a reporter. You said CDC reporter. Maybe I didn't get that phrase clear. Which reporter are you talking about?
I think me, but I don't try, but I can't remember talking about a reporter. No, all I'm saying, you asked me for the AFL.
Yes, and you said that.
And I said, I don't think there's a product today because we are not seeing
a CDC reporter.
No, I'm a fast talker, so maybe you think I said that, but really, no, I don't. CDC doesn't have a radio station.
That's what I just wanted to follow up because I overheard. Oh, we have not seen a CDC reporter, so I wonder if CDC have a.
We are not seeing any reporter carrying anything live, and so on.
The first CDC, so
yeah, we are not seeing any reporter.
Interesting. So where is which assignment the president, the vice president, and I also heard that the VP went in Ghana to meet another businessman. What is going on here? Yeah, give us some updates and then reliable source on the VP. Let's start.
Well, we can't dig and get water out of the desert.
Yeah.
So what we see in the desert is what we're talking about.
Right.
The press secretary of the president, let me put it that way, came up with a late press release informing us that the president traveled to Ghana on a 2-day working visit.
The president or the VP?
The president.
And what about the
The
VP?
vice president traveled 2 days ago on the private jet. The same private jet that condemned George Weah for. He traveled on the private jet. We were told he went to Ghana up to present. I yet to know all the Liberian people. I have not seen any publication telling us why the VP traveled. But he did. And then today, the same Ghana, he also went to the president going to Ghana
Maybe they're going
on a
for,
working visit.
yeah, maybe they're
So,
going.
and in the dark corridor, let me put it that way, in the dark corridor, when we say dark corridor, mean behind the scene, people are saying before the election, Bernard Ure and where the Herman leg, with the leg of Herman Costa, other people have an arrangement with some people that did send a private jet for Boakai and his host at the time to have gone to Nigeria to meet with certain business people. What kind of business they do, we don't know. People are assuming, and I don't think assumption should be a fact until it is proven that with some level of factual information. But people are assuming that for the president and the vice president to be in Ghana together, something behind it.
But like I said,
Because
maybe
it's unprofessional. Why they say that the president will be in Ghana doing one thing and the vice president doing the same thing? We don't get it. Why are the two of them in the same country?
well, I mean, you can say it's unprofessional there.
It is.
I,
It is.
I would disagree with you on that.
You
So,
got a right to disagree. You got a right to disagree, but it doesn't make sense
so
on a diplomatic level
are you
for the
telling me the
president.
president or VP cannot travel together on a diplomatic relationship or diplomatic?
Show me one diplomatic mission where you said president and vice president there together. Show me one.
No, I'm asking
Do a
you.
research and bring me one.
I ask you a question.
It's wrong. Professionally, diplomatically, it's wrong.
Why?
So let
They
me
have
ask you a question.
they
Let me
have a
ask you a question.
right
Let
now.
me put it in the worst scenario,
Yes.
right?
No, before you put in the West, let me answer this. All right. So are you telling me if an invitation is sent, official invitation, there's something going in Ghana within the government, and they're inviting the president and the vice president? Let's just say inauguration for a president of Ghana, right? I'm not saying that's what's taking place, but something like that, and they invited the president and the vice president. Don't you think it is necessary for them both to travel together?
What is the function of the president? What is the function of the vice president?
No, no, no. Answer my question, and I answer your question. I can't
It's
answer
wrong.
your question, you
It's
didn't answer.
wrong.
I'm
It's wrong. It's wrong. What is the function of the vice president? What is the function of the president? The president is the president. The vice president shall assist the president. So if you are to assist a person and the person is exercising the duty, what are you doing there?
well, I mean, and maybe he just want to take his VP along with.
No, look, AJ, you start looking at it. Nowhere in the world. And then the worst part of it, if the president is in Ghana and the vice president is in Nigeria, maybe we can discuss it a little bit. Though it's still unprofessional, it's still unethical, it's unorthodox to do that. The worst of it, the two of them in the same country, Ghana. It's two of them in the same country, Ghana.
And you also mentioned that the VP went on a private jet. So how does that, saying that how is it not sitting right with you because he won a private jet? Because if he can
No,
afford,
he's a vice president. He's a vice president of the Republic of Liberia. He
yes,
might have established a relationship with people that can get him private jet. He fly with
private jet,
it.
yeah, or maybe he can afford a private jet.
It shouldn't be a problem, but you know why I brought it up?
Yeah.
They were one of the crowd of the opposition at the time. Each time Joe we had traveled, he had a friend in Burkina Faso. The man I said it over and over. It's one of my Burkina friends that gave me the flight. Each time I'm traveling, I ask him for the flight and he gave it to me.
So now
right?
the opposition was complaining about. Is that what you're trying to?
That's my point. That's the thing. The crowd they said Joe we were flying private jet. Joe we were flying private jet. Joe we are flying private jet. The private jet that Joe we was flying, it is seen they are diverted today to also fly private jet. So the private jet was bad yesterday. Why is it good today? Okay, that's the point I'm making. I'm not saying for me. I mean, come on, man. If someone is a president and flying a private jet, that private jet is a goodwill of a friend or anybody from somewhere, or even the people that are inviting you saying your private jet shouldn't be your issue. But it made an issue yesterday for President William.
So you think it's a
To
double?
be corrected, but since we enter the 21st century, this is the first of its kind to see the vice president, the president out of our country.
I don't, for me, I don't think that I don't see a problem with that if that
AJ,
visit is
AJ,
based on
AJ,
diplomatic
AJ,
errands.
the worst scenario, at the worst scenario, God forbid, at the worst scenario, that while that men they are there, something happened. Who take over the country?
So when the vice president, but that's why that was my next question. The vice president, the president is not in the country. Who is next in control? This will be the Speaker of the House, correct?
No.
Who?
The Speaker of the House becomes in when the vice president and the president, right, at the same time become incapacitated, or at the same time may die together, or something happened that they are not able to serve. But by law, our constitution say when the vice president, when the president by death, by impeachment, or by being incapacitated to serve, the vice president assume the office of the president.
But the both are not in the country right now. So who?
Yeah.
Something
So
happened.
when the president is traveling, we nominate he has the right by the law to leave in charge any of his cabinet minister. During Manoseita, I think she was using Bernie Samuka most of the time, the defense minister. In George Weata, I think he was using who Georgia was using most. I think it was Amara, not Amara, where any Nathaniel McGill. When McGill, I don't know who you're actually using again. Right? You are so right now the president said this way is in charge in consultation with the vice president. In consultation with the vice president, you go out of the country, why you be somebody in charge? Then he said in consultation with the vice president also out of the country.
So why you think they both are in Ghana? And then
That's what the Liberians are asking. That's the same question I'm asking. Why? Let us know.
So you don't know the reason they are in Ghana?
The Liberian, not just me. They were even discussed on their favorite on network today, Spoon Network. Spoon Network discussing it. That why they will not tell why they're doing in Ghana, the two of them.
Or maybe they are very important.
No, out of Joe. Someone said Omega charge a battery.
You know what?
Someone said Omega charge a battery. But on a serious note, man, our president, vice president cannot leave the country together. It's just completely out of order.
So you as a citizen of the great nation, what is your? Because I know when I asked you earlier for your assessment so far since January 2nd, 22nd, you say a lot of things. And you also stated that, you are, I don't know whether you are certain, but maybe you are, based on your observation on how you see things going, you think that the president might resign, also maybe due to health concern or maybe pressure from the citizens. But the president ran on mantra of rescuing the country. They call him the rescue team. His age, he's 79 years, so it was discussed in the public, and it has been he has been defended by most of his supporters, his close surrogates, that age does not matter. They even compare him to, his age close to Joe Barker, not Joe Barker, but the current president,
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. He got it both names start with Joe. Joe Biden here, and the president also came here to the United States, and for whatever reason, we did not see no public appearance until later. But from his physical demeanor, we saw how fragile he was, and so we are not certain if he came for health treatment or just came for a private visit to his family. Looking at everything that is going on now, it's going to be a rough first 90 days, a rough first year. Being a president of a country is not easy, because you still have, that your opposition, they are still hurting. The Liberian people, you give them that assurance that things going to get better, but things can get better overnight. It got to be a collaborative effort. It's got to be a team.
Look, you see, our governance and democracy of our country have reached the point that the baby in their mom's stomach has so much information on you as a leader, and they have an expectation. Let me tell you one thing today, yeah. It is easy to destroy a government in Liberia than to destroy opposition political party. All right. When you become a government in a country most represented Liberia, to destroy you is easy. Because we make unrealistic promises. Now there are a group of citizens who are sitting in the corner waiting for the first 100 days. Because you told the Liberian people that in the first 100 days, no car will get stuck on any major highway in Liberia.
Did he say any major highway in Liberia, or
he said any major highway in Liberia, major highway in Liberia? He said he's on record for that. I can do a research tomorrow and post the record in the chat room.
Right.
If I posted something in our chat room about the guy I was discussing the man destiny for FDA managing director position. Go in our chat room if you want to put the information on the screen. Let go through it and see. And that is coming from the media. The media are doing their own independent investigation. Because when you appoint people, what the media does, that media goes after the people to do a background investigation on them, and the media come up with the facts they gather or information they gather and put in the public. Now you that the information concern, you have a right to go and let's not really say no, you're saying but this is not what happened. This happened,
And when did you share this? Today?
Yeah, I put it in the chat room today.
Yeah, I'm in a chat room right now. But I hang on there just a second here. I'm currently in the chat room, but I still cannot see it.
There's a link I put in there. If you click on it, you see that link. There's a link I put in the chat room.
Okay, yeah, I'm still looking. As long as you say it's today, I should be able to see it. I see. All I'm seeing here is stuff from Solo, Malcolm, and yeah, I'm not seeing anything here from.
Okay, just hold on. Let me do this.
You can resend it. Yeah, hang on just a second. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here, and sorry for the interruption here. and we are still waiting. Past success will be joining us here. So we were talking about the recent nomination by the president, and those names are subject to confirmation by the Liberian Senate. And we also discussed the protests by the armed forces of Liberia wives. That protest been going on for about 5 days now. So there's a lot of important discussion here. So we'll go ahead and share this here. It's been a while since we have talked about or discussed Diaspora Liberian political spotlight. We've been off air. Diaspora Liberian political spotlight been off air for at least over 2 months, due to some, schedules that we are still trying to arrange. But however, thank you very much for joining us tonight. We are still awaiting Pastor Success. He will be on here, and we are also on our, last discussion tonight. So what is your thought on these new nominations here? These new names that I read, and we had some discussion on them. And like I said, these names here, they are subject to confirmation by the. So I'm going to go ahead and Pastor Sosa just sent me another story here. What we're going to discuss before we close here. We'll be closing at 9 p.m. Central Time. So we still have more discussion here. And while discussing, maybe we'll still have some of our political opponents will be joining us soon. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the screen. Pastor Sosa is going to send a request again to come back here, and we're going to dive into this discussion. So if you want to join the discussion, feel free. If you want to contribute to the discussion here, we also have a number on our screen that you can call and opine. So let's go ahead here and open this link. So this one here is from Front Page Africa here. So we're going to read this here. So this one is from Front Page Africa. It said Monrovia Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn has categorically denied reports Sunday that he flew out of Monrovia Saturday afternoon on a private plane. The Vice President office posted photographs with the seal of his office boarding on a crowd-bound private plane. Okay, so the Vice President is not in the country. The president is not in the country, and they both are in Ghana. So people are wondering why are they in Ghana for? If they are in Ghana because of diplomatic reason, or they are there for personal reason, we don't know. Especially they both in the same country. So here's my take on this here. Let's wait to see if they're gonna have any public appearance, and I know that there will be some reason that they are visiting Ghana. Ghana is a nearby country within West Africa, so we are not certain if they are there for a diplomatic reason. But the Liberian people wants to know why the president and the vice president, you know, in the same country. At least if they were in different country, people are going to be like, okay, they both, different country, on a journey or different, errands. But they're both in the same country, and that the folks wants to know the reason that they are in Ghana. So we'll go ahead and read this commentary here, and I would like for you to weigh in. So as we await Pastor Success, so Pastor Success just came on here. We're going to bring him back here on the screen. All right, sir. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I do. So I sent you two different information. One has to do with the federal appointed as managing director of FDA, and then also the release on the private jet of the vice president.
Okay, so let's see. So you want me to read them, or you want me to put it on the screen?
Yeah, put it on. Let's see.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and share this here. Just bear with us here. And if you are just joining us here, let us know where you are watching from here. We appreciate you tuning in. Like I said, we've been off air here, Diaspora Liberian Political Sport. We've been off air for at least 2 months. Due to some scheduling time here, but we are going to do our best to be consistent and come on every Tuesday and Thursday. Mostly Tuesday. Thursday will be we will discuss different aspect and of things, and we'll discuss business, upcoming ventures, and other stuff. So let's go ahead and share this here. Let's share this link, and we're going to post this, and we're going to read this. All right. Can you see this?
Yep.
All right, just a second here. Let me go ahead and maximize here the screen. Just a second. All right. All right. Can you see it well on the screen?
I see it, but is that the only size you have? Or you can
Oh,
maximize it more?
let me try to maximize this here.
If it's difficult, you can just read it from there.
Yes, yes, I can. It's still readable here, but I just want to, for the viewers, for the benefit of the viewers here, I just wanted to get it. So how is it now?
You took it back in, so you need to bring it back up a little bit, maximize it again.
Uh,
It was much better a little bit, but you drew it in, you minimize it, so maximize it. That's it.
well, I thought I did.
Yeah, but you can read it. You can read it.
Okay. So let's start from the headline here. Liberia VP Kun on private jet charters took a free ride to Ghana with Ghanaians Mahama. All right, so let's go down here. So Vice President Jeremiah Kun acknowledged to Front Page Africa Sunday that he run into Ghanaian billionaire businessman Ibrahim Mahama at a local hotel and mentioned that he was on his way to Nigeria, and the Ghanaian millionaire offered him a ride to Ghana from where he would depart for Nigeria on Monday. So we going to continue reading here. Monrovia Vice, can you hear me right?
Yeah.
All right. So Monrovia Vice President Jeremiah Kun has categorically denied reports Sunday that he flew out of Monrovia Saturday afternoon on a private jet. The Vice President's office posted photographs with the seal of his office boarding on a crowd-bound private jet. So it continued to say that the VP explained that he was on his way to Nigeria. Okay, so we already he was on his way to Nigeria, where he is representing President Joseph Boakai to attend the Bayelsa State Governor inauguration. Okay, so the VP acknowledged that he had ran into a Ghanaian billionaire businessman. So we already read this here, and so the VP office later reported that he is being accompanied by Mr. Molepi Kamara, senior economic advisor to the president, and they are expected to meet several leaders while on the trip. Okay, so so keep reading.
No, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't giving you wrong information when I said he rode a private jet.
Yes, yes, but he
So
stated
so so now the next thing we need to investigate, how did he said he met a billionaire. Okay, fine. But there was the same thing that you said Joey was lying about yesterday when you said I had a billionaire friend in Burkina Faso who will lend me his private jet. Now you're telling us today that you ran into a billionaire who gave you a ride.
But he ran into his billionaire businessman friend, and
That's his word. He
yes,
never believed someone else's word yesterday. Why would he want us to believe his word today? So in case citizens want an investigation to know who's the private jet. You just said you ran into somebody. I just wanted to prove a point. I wasn't lying to when I say he rode a private jet. Now let's go to the next post that I gave you. That's where my main concern is.
okay. Let's go ahead to the next post here, and we can discuss the next post until 9 p.m. So we still have 30 minutes here, folks here. So join us. Let us know where you are watching from. Share this here. We appreciate that here. And right now we are being joined by our panelists. One of our panelists, Pastor Dennis or Success Dennis. Success Dennis, right? Dennis is your last name.
Don't leave my middle name out. My name is Success A.B. Dennis.
AB. So that AB name always have to be.
Yeah, that's my middle name. That's what make my name fun.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead here. I just posted a new one here.
Yeah, get the old one up and just make that one just the same way as the one we just read look like.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and share this screen here. All right.
There we go.
So Braga picks wartime anti-regulation logo for FDA. All right. So Rudolph Mirab, the new managing director of the Forestry Development Authority. So, what is your concern with this pick?
When you hear during the child to the regime, one of the reasons why they impose some embargo on our forest during that time, these were the agents that were responsible. But when you read the article, it will tell you, just continue reading.
All right, sure. Yeah. But would you,
Because when I was at the FDA, I know the kind of thing the guy did at the FDA. But continue reading.
okay, thank you. So, President Joseph Walker over the weekend nominated Rudolph Mirab. Am I saying his last name right?
Yeah, Mira, that's the name.
Yeah. Rudolph Mirab as managing director of the Forestry Development Authority, the FDA. Mirab is an illegal logger.
So
And
you get the first nomenclature right there on the line.
yes,
Illegal logger.
and a critic of regulations and conservation efforts. Keep going.
Yeah.
Mirab and ex-President Charles Taylor were business partners. Militiamen and ex-combatants guarded Mirab's Liberian Wood Management Corporation, LWMC, in the early 2000s, according to Global Witness.
You hear that?
Yes, yes. So, Bupolu Development Corporation.
That
Another,
another logging company you are part of.
yeah. Another company Mira is associated with participated in the biggest post-war logging scandal. Mira is an outspoken cynic of regulation and conservation, things the FDA was established to enforce and promote.
That what you are kicking against.
Yeah. So Barker has known Mirak for over 50 years and served as chairman of the board of directors of one of Mirak's companies. So President Barker has appointed Rudolph Mirak, a wartime business partner of ex-President Charles Taylor, whose company participated in Liberia's biggest post-war logging scandal as the managing director of the Forestry Development Authority. All right, so this is the same thing we already read. So let's go ahead and dive into the discussion. You want me to keep going?
Yeah. So I told you when I had not even posted anything on our. I mean, for us to bring it on the stream. Rudolph is a very big scandal. A guy who has a very huge scandal on him when it comes to our forest sector. These were the people who depleted our forest during the Liberian Civil War, who were doing illegal logging and depleting our forest. When you hear places the RTI, you hear it's not just him. They have another company called MGC, the Mohammed Group of Company. These were companies that were working strictly at the will and pleasure of the president. When Charles said a little brother first cousin called Bob Taylor was the managing director of the FDA at the time. All right, he's for the guy. Now there's a man according to you came to rescue a country, but you grab such a man with a kind of and everything they're talking about it had to do with global. Now you do an investigation over there. You saw the global witness. All right.
So has this individual Rudolph here, has he been confirmed by the Senate?
I don't know. I need to follow that tomorrow, right? But the fact that you will even nominate him on what capital, on what basis, does it make respect the reason why the FDA exists? What's the man who violated the FDA yesterday? And now you put it over the forest to regulate the forest that he helped to depreciate. Yeah, that picture there. Yeah, show them, don't show them. Yeah, he went beyond there.
Over here?
Right behind at the back of Baka, right behind President Baka, he the one standing there.
Yeah, I see him. So, but this is according to what we read here. Baka was one of the board of directors
for Rudolph Company.
Yes, so this is a personal interest. It's conflict of interest.
Yeah. So that we said and see from the beginning that the old men will plumb the country into serious chaos. People say we hate the man. If our people can get attacked or personally your pastor, then you're doing the but they try to realize that when our country is into problem, you give the church difficult to even preach the gospel. But the very government, the Bible said the government shall be upon the shoulder of Jesus Christ. Who is the direct representative of Jesus Christ? It's the church. So if the church will sleep and see these kind of ills and don't talk about them, it's my imagination.
Yeah, so we will follow up here if the Senate. So my question is if he's going to be approved by the Senate, in which I think he will. If he's going to be approved by the Senate.
Let me. I will leave you for 1 second. I'll come back. Let me go put another stuff on one of his nominee again.
Okay.
Just to tell you that the woman does not control what he does.
All right. So I will continue reading here. So where I stop here. So let's see. Going down here, Barker, who was inaugurated last month with a promise to fight corruption and uphold the rule of law, appointed Mirab on Saturday following a month of speculations. It is unclear whether Mirab meets the legal requirements to head the FDA due to his well-documented illegal logging activities during Liberia's deadly civil wars between 1989 and 2003. His company, Liberia Wood Management Corporation, was the subject of international reports and was an issue during ex-President Taylor's war crimes trial. All right, so we're going to go ahead and Pastor Sus is going to come back, but let's go ahead and read it. We're reading this about the FDA appointees here. The FDA's regulation on Better codification. Partially debarred wartime business people such as Mira, who held a forestry contract before 2006 from conducting logging activities. The regulation requires loggers to file a sworn statement with the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, the TRC, admit their illegal activities and cooperate with the FDA to recover funds the government lost due to the illegal activities. However, the regulation is silent on whether or not a wartime logger is eligible to head the agency. Continue to says that also Mira, who has a degree in physics, does not meet the educational qualifications for the job. The FDA Act requires the head of the agency to be professionally educated in forestry. So you have a degree in physics, but it requires that you have to be educated in forestry. Campaigners had called on Barker to respect the clause in the FDA Act as part of his expressed quest for respect for the rule of law. Miriam standing behind President Joseph Barker and other alumni of the College of West Africa. At this present state of Liberia's forestry industry, it needs someone with the necessary skills, contact, and connections to turn the forestry sector around beyond more logging. Communities affected by the logging contract said in a statement last week. All right, let's bring Pastor Success back. All right, so I continue to read this here, and I also learned that this man holds degree in physics, and the FDA requirement to hold such a position, you have to be educated in forestry. Can you hear me?
He cannot be a professional forester or an economist.
Yes, and he holds a degree in physics. So the folks are also urging President Bogart to adhere to the rule of law. You know that all right, let's go by the requirement to become a director or head of the FDA. You know, looking at his resume,
Yeah.
he does not qualify because he holds a degree in physics and he don't have but but he he also have experience because he, you know, even though he did some illegal activities, but he ran the some logging activities doing the
For me, my issue here is not, it's not the qualification, right?
right.
My issue here, it has to do with an integrity. The FDA is one of the sector in our country that deal with international partners. So if those international partners already pointing out who they may is, the thing you read, what they didn't say Liberian say, they said global witness. And such a man going to preside over the FDA, are foreigners or partners or investors or business people are comfortable doing business with this individual. Now let me leave this guy. I just posted another thing in the chat room.
With
I post, I post a couple of stuff. I posted the last one I posted. I tried to find a link, but then I can't just help him because he posted that particular link. So I just click on it and put it in the chat room. But it's not ready from him. He just posted it on Facebook. But the link is there. So click on it and bring it back on the screen.
the last one with
Yeah.
Akaris Moses Gray. All right,
Yeah.
all right. So let's see here. All right, let's go ahead and remove this one here from the screen, and we go into share. What happened to your man Malcolm tonight?
Mago no want to carry to all the tea. Mago son in the child have he escape. I'll prepare for him. I'll not come can argue about can hear my ear.
So we have this post here is from Akaris Moses Gray. He posted this on February 8th.
What he says?
It said appointment screwed up in president's office, and a man sought in U.S. for fraud gets letter. Is that the one you want us to discuss?
Yeah, that's the man he appointed to the rubber fleet, or as Liberia, representative or whatever. Go down. This young man has a fraudulent charges on him in the United States. You grab the man without any proper investigation, you chunk into an international body where he's going to represent our country. And the body have to send him back, reject him because they did their own background and realized that the young man had a fraud on him. Why would
This
you
man,
treat our country like that?
this
Yes.
man that we're looking at here,
Yes.
and he was appointed as. Let's go ahead and read
The
this.
information that read.
All right, hang on there. Just a second here. I have to close some of these windows. So we, let's see here. Oh, no. Just give me a little break here. I'm sorry. I have to. All right, so let's go back here, folks. Thank you for being patient here. And if you're just joining us here, welcome here to Current Situation Media, Diaspora Liberians Political Spotlight, where we tackle national issues concerning our country, Liberia. And if you have any topic of discussion that you feel necessary to discuss, let us know. All right. Are you there, Was?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So I'm trying to open this messenger here to put this on the screen here. Oh, for some reason here, man. Pastor success.
Hmm?
All right, so just so we get in there. Yeah, we get in there. So we are still, we have 10 more minutes. So yeah, we are getting there here. So front page Africa here. So let's go ahead and click here again and see where this take us. All right. So let me go ahead and share this link here, folks. All right. So let's go ahead and start here. So we got to follow the link here on front page Africa. All right. So this was posted here on February 9th. This is our source here from page Africa. It said Liberia appointment screwed up in president's office. Man sought in U.S. for fraud gets letter. So we're going to scroll down and read. So front page Africa has been reliably informed that the Vice President Jeremiah Combs prevailed on the president late Wednesday to appoint Mr. Danny Johnson, an accountant and former staffer at the International Republican Institute, who was once pursued by the United States District Court on charges of wire fraud and theft of property as the new Secretary General of the Robert Flat Information Region. So Monrovia, Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn has reportedly misled President Joseph Boakai into making a rather controversial appointment that is likely to bring international embarrassment to the Boakai-led government, particularly in regard to the government of the United States. And then with this other one here, we already read it. Then we go back here and say the vice president told from Africa late Thursday that he had no role in this appointment of Johnson. In August 2008, Johnson was handcuffed amid accusations that he embezzled funds from the IRC. He was pursued by a U.S. district court, but an attempt to have him extradited did not materialize. Johnson was a special assistant to former Minister of Transport Angela Kissel Bush. When former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf appointed Bush as the deputy to Robert's flight, Kissel took along her special assistant Danny Johnson. When President George Weah took over in 2018, Bush was driven out of office, as was the case with most appointees. Johnson remained at the Roberts flight and was the special assistant to Lassana Senior, the embattled current Secretary General of the Roberts Flight Information Region. You want me to continue?
Yeah, I mean the information I just wanted to provide that what came out, because the thing here is that, look,
Let
I
me.
think Joria could not retain him as a secretary
Yeah.
at the Rubber, I mean the Rubber International Fleet, because the man has a criminal record. You just read it that the man was handcuffed on charges of or wire fraud.
Yeah, wire fraud and something else here again.
So how who is oh my God, who is actually advising this old man?
Well, but remember I said that the old man is just getting, you know, people are just throwing names at him.
And
You
he's just
know,
taking it.
yeah, he just taking it. Then when he realized this other person having red flag, he withdraw. People are throwing names on him all over, not only in Liberia, from the diaspora. Because I remember that during the campaign, I'm not gonna, call names here, but they have different war rooms in the diaspora, and monitoring the election. After he was announced, the winner, it just when
So my issue here, my brother, is this old man we said, this president we have now, sorry for saying old man is our president. The president we have now, that quote unquote, who came to rescue our country, but turning the country over to people who have criminal and evil record that will ill represent our country. Look at it, maybe appointed as FDA managing director. We just read about him.
Yeah, but also I want to caution you that these are just appointees. Even though the public didn't do in-depth research, some might not be approved by the Senate. If they
No,
are,
the thing here, let me say this for you today. Let me say this for you today. In Liberia, since I got on, I say I entered government. If the Senate is to reject a nominee,
yes,
at the 100% level, the percentage of the rejected nominee will be at 0 point something percent.
wow, and you're right on that.
Right? So when the president appoints, there's a likelihood who are you serving?
So majority of the time they are confirmed.
They are confirmed. Because people don't go after character, people don't go after moral conduct, they don't go after, they don't even look in
They
other
go,
country, in
so are you?
other country.
Yeah, they go after in Liberia. They go after what? They go after your education experience.
Yeah, in other country, when the president appoints, they know that 99% of presidential appointees are either on political basis, personal friend, and what have you. Now the Senate is to create a check and balance because the Senate are the direct representative of the people. So the Senate now is supposed to grab those names and do their own research on these people. So when the people go to the Senate, say, okay, John Brown, you are here today. We want to thank you and thank for the preferment by the president. Your name was forwarded to the Senate to serve our country as this position, and we are calling you today to hear from you and based on your confirmation proceeding. So, can you please introduce yourself? You introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself. You explain yourself to the people. When the Senate now will come out, that will what you are said, and we have done this research, we have done the background check on you, we have this information on you. Can you speak to this information? Then the Senate have an independent decision to make after they have done their confirmation hearing. But they don't do that. They don't do that. So now before somebody go out and say the Senate are already making decision that man I want me to confirm it, when I get to my heart.
Yeah, man, I get man to my heart time, yeah.
And then they just pass it. They do this thing. So that is why I love the way our democracy and our governing system is proceeding in our country. Technology has made government to be even in the village of the uneducated people, the unlettered people. All right. Labor that has cell phone today, you know what the president ate. Once he has a cell phone, you're saying you have to teach how to know what happened in your corner, what happened in your corner. That's why all these things are being unfolded. All right. But here you condemn a government yesterday that was not doing right. You said the government had criminals, the government was stealing. Just it took power. In less than 21 days, almost close to 2 million scanners already on you. You took 650,000 United States dollars for inauguration. You saw that trash the poor when they said our inauguration program.
Right.
No ventilation, no AC system, no cooling system, nothing. Even the international guest that came, it was reported that even common water for you to drink was not on the stage.
Yeah, we can discuss the inauguration stuff. We can discuss that either next Tuesday or this coming Thursday.
So the country is not the country. The Omen can do well when he step on his game. But again, like we said from the beginning, but when we say, they say, oh, you're a pastor, you're talking about people health. Again, age is something that depreciates people's energy. It depreciates your strength. It reduces everything about you. That's age. All we get there can't it one made.
Yeah.
The Bible says that when a man becomes old, he like a baby. Now people need to take care of him. So for such a man to run our country, we are in a problem. There are some things you will see you want to take action, but does he have the energy to really go after people who are doing this thing that he don't like? No. So that's where we are, my man. And we're in there for 6 years.
Yes. Well, thank you for sharing all this information here. I think it was relevant to our discussion tonight. We'll continue to follow up on those nominations. We'll see who have been approved or denied by the Senate. But like you said, most likely, this Liberian Senate will approve most of those guys.
I'm doing another research that I will throw at you guys when I finally get the actual information. There's this secret coming out that Omer Boakai is in support of the women protest. On ground that he never wanted senators. I mean, you know when the defense minister, but he had to camouflage himself because if he had just done it that way, he don't know he was afraid. But he never wanted. Do you know the deputy?
But
The
he
deputy.
appointed a defense minister.
Eh?
He appointed a defense minister.
My politics deep and stop.
Yeah.
I,
Maybe
I can
maybe
appoint you and set you up. Politics deep. Man, I say to the lecture Bronski. When we 2011, we're going to the second round. Man, I call Chad Bronski and say, look, support me. I'll make you the Labrador representative to ECOWAS. Bronski gave you support. Make your support right up. Right after the election, she nominated 3 names. Bronski took Gabriel McIntosh and somebody else to the ECOWAS. While they were on their way, she called ECOWAS and said, your team McIntosh and send the 2 people back. And they told McIntosh, she dumped Bronski.
wow.
Yeah, she dumped Bronski. So these things happen. But again, it is still a rumor.
Yeah.
For me, when I read the speaker, I let them give you authentic information. That's why tonight I went and provided all the information can be that it came from my mouth.
And I like that. I like
and
that.
I wish men a Macone, I wish men a Wayne or Baleku there, men a Wayne. All the other guys were here.
They will eventually join us here. I think because we took a longer break, so everybody still trying to figure out how to come back. But I really appreciate you taking time. That and that's why I say I always rely. You are very dependable. I rely on you. But I was expecting Malcolm because we had a behind the scene discussion that Malcolm.
There's something came up, man. There's another state. Who knows?
Yeah. No, like I said, I can't. I'm not disappointed because things happen. And also, Solomon was supposed to come on, but due to the time, maybe he fell asleep. I'm saying that he's still green. So sometimes he's green, but then he's sleeping. So he's still.
The boy get data away like bro, green sleeping. Hey, that's my man.
Yeah. Sometimes he can be active and sleeping. Yeah, because I sent him the link, and I also shared this, but he did not come on and he did not respond. So yeah, and for Malcolm, maybe just oversight. But like I said, I thank you very much for coming on here. Very important discussion here. Good information I was shared. We will continue it Thursday, but most likely we'll be on every Tuesday. And we try to discuss other aspects of things on Thursday, like business, organization, non-profit organization. So we try to bring business people in mostly on Thursdays, and we stick to our diaspora on Tuesday, so that way we have loaded, all to fire up on. Yeah, but a lot to be discussed. It was good that we did not wait for maybe March or April to start. I know we've been a little bit behind. We'd like to apologize to our audience here. We take full responsibility. Yeah, we still schedule due to our time scheduling. But we'd like to say, thank you very much to Pastor Success, for always being on time. And welcome back here on Diaspora Liberian Political Spotlight. Even though Pastor Success ran away from Ladies' Night, we still say Happy Valentine Week.
Until your lady next parent, they can coordinate themselves and respect people's privacy. We don't want to be coming on a show where they can respect your privacy and be attacking your personality.
Yeah, you're right. And Pastor Sussman was one of the people on the panelists on Ladies' Night that everybody wants to hear from, because can you imagine Ladies' Night we discuss more relationship than we have a pastor that pretty much some things up. So he had a lot of viewers on Ladies' Night. They are asking for him to come back here. I'm still talking to him behind scene. That's my man right there. He will come back. What's up with your Sunday show? What's going on?
Yeah, the reason why I haven't got it back to you, I'm kind of pressing when I decide to embark on something. When I get on it, I get on it.
Yeah.
So I got a couple of stuff thinking around that I'm trying to get rid of.
Okay.
So that when I kick off my goal, when I kick up with it, it's going to be very informative.
Right.
And intense for that matter. So I don't want to go
also
and then stop, go and then break in. No, okay. Because when we start, audience will start to increase, because we'll be diving deeper into the scripture, and discussing the word of God.
Yeah, and a lot of audience will tune. Even my wife told me, said that as soon as the pastor starts his show on Sunday, please let me know. That what she told me. She and her group, they told me that a lot of women will tune in. here.
Yeah,
So he asked me, my wife asked me yesterday, say, what's up? The pastor have started his show on your network. I said, not yet. I said he putting things together.
yeah.
And also,
I will start very soon.
okay, and also any update on the Republican presidential candidate Roberts campaign? Any update?
Yeah, he's still in the race. They had another convention somewhere in one of these states. I think it was where was it New Hampshire or somewhere. They had another convention. He's doing well.
Yeah.
He keeps excelling. For every convention, he go one step.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they said Nikki hit the drop or somebody else dropped. Is that DeSantis or Nikki? One of them dropped for the Iowa after the Iowa caucus. That's what I learned. That's what someone said. And then he keeps serving. I think they were almost like 17 or 18, and he keeps serving. So he was kept in the race. So we stay into it. We are pushing it very strong. So let's see. We have our online meeting every Thursday. So we'll be here again coming Thursday to have our online meeting.
But why is not participating in the Republican debates?
The man said he want to do his campaign on a different format, man. And I respect him for that. That's his decision. He said he doesn't want to go. And I think that one reason why they were trying to keep him away from the media, because they said when you start, according to him, he said when politicians start to engage the media,
Yeah.
then they are coerced to say things what the public want them to say.
No, the reason is a man that Trump, is Trump saying that he's staying away from the debate. People will still like, okay, he's popular, he's out there, head of the poll. But your candidate is new. To a lot of folks, he's not well known out there. So the debate will get him down.
No, I agree. I agree with you. 100%. Myself, I've been asking him, and I told him that look, I know you have your stand on this, but I don't want you to keep up the media. The media can take advantage of the media, and you still, keep your information the way you want to keep it, the way you want to send it out. But the media will help to promote us. But I mean, a team, the overall campaign thing is working on a lot of stuff, and I know very soon, we'll get a good news.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Share any closing statement?
Yet again, let me just say this. Liberia is the only country we have. That's our common patrimony that we all share. I know for me, people may have different opinions about me, but I think there's a saying that says when your Christmas will go, will be good, you will know from the eve.
Right.
This is the eve of this government, and I think there are a lot of missteps that are going along the way from the inauguration. The inauguration fully planned. Even the sonar, his first sonar, the nationwide address was it was now well informative. A lot of national issue that people expected to have touched that he did not touch.
And he could not complete his speech.
Yeah, the speech that was the
inauguration.
No, that was not the inauguration. It was there was an inauguration speech. He could not, yeah. And because of that, they have to reduce the speech. That's the shortest first nationwide address speech ever in our country history, 45 minutes.
But he did not go 45 minutes.
I know, right? So, and again, that will put us all over the place.
Yes.
So
it is.
Let us hope.
It is not. No, as I'm saying that his presidency, the start of it is not smooth. No, things are not going smooth right now. Some people start a presidency. The citizen gave them the benefit of the doubt, maybe 90 days, 100 days, but now his is not smooth. It started from the inaugural speech. Now they put out on the heat wave. That he could not complete it. He almost fell off the stage. He was a little bit, lightheaded. And now people are worried about this, Papi health. But in all, I would like to say I wish him the best. Any president that is serving our country, be it UPist or CDC or another party, I wish them the best. I do not wish any failure for any president. No, and I encourage the Liberian people to rally around give good suggestions, protest as needed based on our constitutional rights. I hope the Papa, understand things that his job for 6 years is not small right now. Like you said, maybe he might resign. Who knows? And because information is being disseminated and shared all over, so everyday news will be coming up.
His own people who supported him now, just someone embarrassed, previously now is regretting why he supported Omen Boakai. If you ever Sunday morning previously is only Omen his church. Every Sunday morning you must say something about Omen Boakai before he preach.
Wow.
He preaches Omen Boakai.
Then you also have a representative.
Yekekoluba is on the other. And now the worst about it is that the actual opposition has not started.
No, the actual opposition, which is CDC, right?
CDC, once you become a political or really establishment, every other political party becomes opposition automatically.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Except those few that collaborating with you, then they are collaborating political party. But there are more political parties in the opposition as compared to what you have now. What is happening is that when these guys stand up and say we are coming for this, I hope that. And my final word is that my prayer is that I hope this Omen, this Papa, this our president, will keep and maintain the press freedom that George will allow the Liberian people to enjoy. It should not be antagonist. You should not go after people because it says something. Because right now, call us people from the AFL. You call us people from the AFL. And if you call us people from the armed forces, that as a commander in chief, that is just laughable.
Well, those are the people that will protect you in time.
Yeah, but again, we that's all we can say. We will be here, on our next schedule. And thank you, audience. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Have a wonderful and pleasant night. Bye-bye.
Hey, my friend. Bonne nuit. Thank you very much, Pastor.
Bonne nuit, mon frère. Mais quand on prend le couple là, appeler même. Combien on prend le couple d'Afrique.
Ok. Demain, je vais appeler.
D'accord, combien appeler, on va parler, on peut danser.
Demain, but don't forget that tomorrow is ladies' night. Please make a surprise appearance.
In fact, come on, ladies, I carry your hotel, my African, I'll cook your head.
There's that. As soon ladies night come on, that the first thing you can see hotel, he said, please send me the link. I don't even put a link in our analyst group. I put it in the ladies night group, but he's not in the ladies night group. Nobody from the analyst in the ladies night group. But as soon we on ladies night, he texts me, hey. Yeah. But anyway, we look forward to see you, on ladies night tomorrow.
Okay. What is the topic for tomorrow?
I will send it to you. It will be posted tonight.
Yes, send it to me. Let me do some little study on it before I come there.
All right, brother.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah. All right, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate that. We are back here every Tuesday, Diaspora Liberian Political Spotlight at 7 p.m. Okay? For those that, tune in, we appreciate that here. See you next Tuesday.